So I would like to welcome you again for today's webinar and taking your time to join me. My name is Stan. I'm your host for today, and I'm going to talk more about one of our modules in the flagship product Resco inspections. Before we start, I would like to inform you that today's webinar will be recorded. Everyone is currently in the listen-only mode. So if you would like to ask any questions, please feel free to contact us. I will share our contact details at the end of the webinar. One other thing that I would like to mention is that we are having webinars on a regular basis. So for those of you who are attending for the first time, this is regularly editing and updating on our events on our website, and of course we share this on our LinkedIn. And today I will be speaking about Questionnaire Designer, which is part of the Resco inspection solution. There are 4 processes within Resco inspections that we identified as needed for the inspections. Inspections as a solution itself is very versatile. It can really be used in any type of scenario or industry. So whether you are manufacturing, pharma, FMCG, professional services, or any kinds of business, it can be really used in all scenarios, and basically anywhere where there is a need to ensure that a series of steps are being followed, documentation of work order is done properly, and when there is a strong focus on increasing the productivity of the team and on the other hand decreasing human errors. So these 4 modules are included in the solution, and I will be focusing on the designer. Then there is also, of course, a scheduler. This is meant for managers, supervisors, or back office to schedule work. Then there's an inspector module, which is basically the application itself used in the field. And the whole process is then finished by analyzing the outputs gathered from the application in the field, and it can be then reviewed the data in the analyst module. So let's jump to the designer. As I'm not a technical guy and I work in sales, I will showcase you today how you can easily work with Resco new Questionnaire Designer. After our Resco spring release, I will pick up some nice interesting features over there. We will see how to build a dynamic form questionnaire. Even when you are not technical, no programming skills are required. Everything is straightforward and easy to use, and you can be very active here. So for those of you who are already known or you are familiar with Resco technology, this I think will be very known for you. But I think you still can find some interesting information in this 15 minutes after our latest release. For those who are new to Resco technology, I would say that this will be a sneak peek, like a first touch on the module of our inspections product, and it should provide you some basic idea on how the solution looks like and how it works. So this will be the 3 steps. Basically, you can do and try it after the webinar also by yourself. So you can design your questionnaire. You can then synchronize with the application and use it even offline. And then you can easily create just really on the click report that can be sent. So this will be, so let's jump, I would say let's jump straight to the demonstration. I will switch the screen. So hopefully you can see it now. So these are the modules I was talking about. You have more capabilities here, also automatic dashboard, result viewer, report designer, and then there are customization tools. But we will be speaking, I will be showcasing today the designer. So let's go to the designer itself. So now this is how it looks. After the new release, you have already 3 new templates available. It's for the energy, industry, manufacturing, and property maintenance. So when you open it, you have under each field you have a folder you have three possibilities of the questionnaires that you can try by your own. This could already work for some cases for you in the scenario if you're active or you are in the business like this, or this could also work as a, let's say, template for building your own questionnaires. So let's start and the questionnaire by yourself, the main thing of today. So I will just hit the new questionnaire, and this is what is open to me and where I can start to build everything. So I'm a fan of cycling. I've decided to showcase some of the possibilities of new design in this field. So let's imagine that I'm the mechanic of professional cycling team. There are a lot of riders and all bikes has to have right maintenance. For this, you need to follow up several steps to ensure that the bike is ready for the next race. So I will start with a new questionnaire icon, and let me find my notes as I prepare the scenario for you today. All right, so I will start with the questionnaire icon here, right on the top. What is it for? Basically, this is a new option that allows you to make the template stand out of the questionnaire in the questionnaire designer. So you can add your custom icon to the template, and you will be able to easily distinguish it from the other questionnaires also in the application. So let's add some new nice icon here. Plus, I will name it and add the description as well. I will use this one. I will call it bike maintenance. I can also even add a description, for example, professional cycling. Right. So the first thing where you can start your questionnaire is to add a new static question tag, which is called logo. So I will switch here to the other tab, which allows you to choose with components. There are 26 of them to choose, so very plenty of them. So I will start with the logo. And this logo is also automatically used automatically for this header. So this I can add some image here. Then I will start to build my questionnaire. So I already prepared the scenario. So let's go with the description first. Then I will be adding text. Then there will be an option set. Option set 3 times. Static image and barcode. Static image and barcode at the end. So it's good when you already know what you are going to prepare, so you know you have some idea what you want to achieve. Of course, you have some requirements marked, and then you can build it even faster and easier. So to the description, I can put here easily bike inspections. To the text, I can add, sorry for that, to the text, I can add, for example, name of the inspector. And here I can already start using one of the new features we announced, and this is like 3 smart possibilities, and this is the first one of them. It's called smart default values, and when I go to this option, I can, for example, here for inspector, I can directly choose the possibility inspector name, and it will be all prepared for me. And once the inspector starts doing maintenance, his name will be already prepared, and we will be seeing this in the application later on. Another option set, I would call it racer. So this will be the person who is racing on the bike. Let's say I will put here Daniel, Peter, Pascal. I'm going to the other option set, which can show me the manufacturer of the bicycle. Manufacturer, and I can add possibilities here. It could be, for example, specialized, like right. So I have my options here. And then when I choose some of these manufacturers, there are also like specific models. So I will add model. And let's say I will put here S works bench BeNeLux. These are like specific models for specialized brand. All right. So I have this prepared, and on this model, I can already show you the second smart thing, and it's smart questions, which will mean that I can configure some simple business logic directly from the question instead of having to use more technical rules editor for most common rules. Then for questions, I can control whether it's visible. So I click it when it's visible. Editable or required, and for groups you can control whether they are visible or expand. So for this specific case, I will go with model and I will say that smart question, and if manufacturer equals specialized, then I will have this option set available. Then I can of course add also static image. So let's add some image of the bike. I know that I will be choosing this one. So let's do it this way. And I can also click here and I will set it smart. When there's model equals S workbench. So I know that for this purpose of the demonstration, I will be showcasing this type of bicycle. So this is what I'm actually preparing. I'm linking it to this as workbench. So when this is chosen, I will see this picture. And of course, I can have barcode scanner. So let's say equals, or I can set it easily set. Then it will showcase. All right, so I hit the save button. So this is the first part of the questionnaire. I think it's done very quickly, and I already showcased two smart functionalities over here. Then I'm going to prepare another group. This will be focused more on the maintenance of the bike. So I will hit the group button. I will name it general state. And I can add here, for example, I will choose from the components single choice. Sorry, I can easily move it. Right now, I deleted it, but I can just add it here, single choice. Single choice, we can choose multiple choices, entity, some entity link, documentation, that I can make an image, and I can add some comments. So this will be multiple lines of text. All right. So for this part, general state, let's start with bike is clean. This will be the first question, and I can put here answers yes, no. And this is the first smart thing on that we released, and it's called smart styles. And in the case of numeric questions or option set, I can simply add a specific style to the values that are answered. So as you see here, I would say that if bike is clean, then yes. it's success, it will be in green. If no, it's then I would say it's danger, or you can name it differently. It will be in red. Correct. Another option set any damage to components. And I can also go with yes, no. Add some smart style. Then the third option will be which, if there is a damage, I will connect those. Which components are damaged. And I can say, and I can hit like several of them here. So let's say it will be chain, pedal. It could be, I don't know, it could be frame, let's say wheel. So when I have this, I can also connect this to the previous questions. So when I'm hitting the smart button and any damage to components equals value no, yes, sorry, yes, then it will be opened. Then there is an entity link. When this is connected to the components, I can also add some, let's say, a guide for the technician to look forward. So I can go to this entity link option and click select, record. I've already saved my manual annotations, so this will be easily edited like this. I can also say that this will be shown. Let's say any damage when there is equals yes, it will be the same. Then I can, if there is also damage, I can also say for the same for this equals yes. So I can make a picture of the damage. Then multiple lines of text. I can just say it's such a conditional comment. Correct. So the second part is ready. Let's go to the third part, quick checks. So I will add another group. I will call it quick checks, and we'll showcase you some other possibilities over here. So I will add checkbox. Let's say already 3 checkboxes. So we have more, and I can go also to the whole number at the end. Right, so for the checkboxes, let's say that check brakes and brake levers need to be done, or to be done, let's say. The other thing could be check shift levers. It's the same for this one. Sorry, this then to be done. The third option will be inspect tires for degrees. All right. And then done. That's it. And then whole number, I can also check the tire tread depth when I will be checking the tires. So let's say check tire tread depth. And let's say that no more than 50% warm. It's all right. And then I can set with the smart styles that it will be for 1, let's say 50. It will be all right. It will be 1 only for 50%. But when it's more than 50%, it's danger, and it should be exchanged. So I will link this with smart questions. So let's say inspectors for this. So this will be shown for this one, and this is answered. That will be another option here. All right. I'm actually not counting time as we had some technical problems at the beginning, so hopefully this will not go very longer. All right, final part. Let's finish this questionnaire. I go to group. Let's say it's conclusion here, and I will add single choice. Some single choice here, multiple line of text, date and time. Time is here, and signature at the end. Right, single choice. Bike ready for the race. For the race, let's say that this will be also required question. This option allows you to make required, so user has to fill it. These are comments, final comments, date and time of the inspection. This can be also with the smart values can be pre-filled. For example, from now, this is what I have already prepared, and signature. It's also here. All right, so bike ready for the race. Of course, it warned me that I filled the possibilities. Yes, no. Right. Green light, danger. All right. So I think we are ready to go. I hope this was around 15 minutes. Everything should be prepared, but we will see how it looks in the application. So I will take my iPad now, and I will share my screen. I've already saved it, and just by hitting the save button. But let's say, yeah, okay, I have to firstly. What I have to do, I have it now as a draft, and I nearly forgot that I need to activate this. So I just hit this activate button, and it should be already in my application. So hopefully I will manage this to work. Just please give me some time here, as I'm trying to open a server. Let's see here. Right, so I have some technical issues here with the server. Settings. Let's try this way. Sorry guys for having these technical issues here. Right, I hope it will work now. All right. Okay, so we're back. So I hope you can see my iPad desktop. I'm just going to verify this. So I'm going to inspections. And now I'm going to synchronize my organization, and I should already see my questionnaire. And there's the template, and here it is at the end by maintenance professional cycling team. So I will open it, get it on the full screen, and this is the questionnaire I've already prepared. So let's go try it. Right, so as you see, the inspector is already pre-filled. Then I can choose the racer, for example, Peter, manufacturer, specialized, as I prepare everything for the specialized in this case, but of course we can add additional options to other values. You got, I think you got the point how it works. As work expert range, so it gives me already by here, and I can also scan the barcode here. And I've prepared, actually I was servicing my bike over here. So it's already pre-filled. If the racers have barcode on their bicycles, this is easily how you can add the serial number of the bike, so you are sure what you're working with. Another thing is general state. Okay, so let's check this. Is bike clean? Yes. Damage to components. And then when I hit no, nothing happens. But when I hit yes, which components are damaged, I can choose. For example, pedal chain. I have several questions. If I need to take a look on the manual, this is the place I can hit the button, and I have already the manual available. Then I can, of course, take a picture of it as to have it. There's the problem. So this is not specialized, as you can see. This is the old bike, but just for the presentation purposes, I think this will be all right. I can also add additional comments. All right, let's make some few quick checks. Check brakes and brake levers. This is done, and inspect that for debris. And when I hit this, I have another option set which says no more than 50% more. So if it's 40, then all right. If it's 60, then there's a problem and I need to do something about this. All right, so let's say it's 40, everything is all right. And bike ready, is it bike ready for the race? I would say yes. I can add some additional comments. I have already pre-filled the date and time of the inspections, and I can add the signature. And now I think I'm good to go. Save it. Once this is saved, I can just quickly make the report. So let's get complete with the report. Yes, I'm sure I want to do this. And I can choose if I want it in PDF, Word format, or Excel file. And I can see the whole report here. And you can, of course, set it up based on your needs, also the reports, how you would like to, how you would want them to see. I can also review, so I have it here. And I'm good to go for this. All right, guys. So this is this was just quickly presentation of the new capabilities of the solution. So let's go back to my presentation. I hope this gave you some ideas on how this all works. And of course, this was just a sneak peek to the latest functionalities. So there's more included in our spring release. So I definitely recommend you to check on this one, not only for the inspections itself, but the whole Resco solution. We will prepare also more webinars that will provide you more details about all new functionalities within our latest booming spring release. So you can definitely go there. You can also try these new functionalities and also new sample templates that I mentioned very briefly, but you can have them with all new organizations. So if you create a new inspection organization by just going on our webpage, start your free trial, this will direct you to a simple form, and by following the instructions, you will create this organization with templates included. But if you already have inspection organization, existing one, you will like to add new templates. That we were showing. You can just go to the designer, and as you see this small arrow here, you can choose it from sample templates. Maybe just one more note here for Dynamics and Salesforce users. This template will be available in the next release. And finally, you can see our contacts here. This is our Resco sales team that is for you, that guide you in the respective region. If you would like to discuss any specific project concerning Resco technology or have a question about licensing, you can contact us. Just type the first name and last name at Resco.net. You can see it under my name as an example. You can also reach out to us on mobilecrm@resco.net. This webinar will be made to you and also published on Resco's YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on social media for latest updates. So with that said, I would say this is all for today. Just a quick one story. Again, my apologies for technical issues during this webinar. It's quite challenging to prepare it remotely, but I hope you get the idea and the picture of how some of the new functionalities work. So thank you for attending my webinar, and I wish you success for the rest of the week.